Hi honeybees! Happy New Year! This is going to be my very last video of 2013. I really can't believe it, but I do want to say a great big thank you to each and every one of my subscribers. Honestly, you guys make me so happy every single day when I read your kind comments, and knowing that you're watching my videos that I love to make makes me so happy. So I hope you have a wonderful start to your new year, and let's hope that 2014 brings lots of happiness and lots of new and great exciting things. So today I'm going to be doing my beauty favorites from 2013. And this is actually the second time I'm filming this video, and I'm dressed kind of more fancy because today is actually New Year's Eve when I'm filming this. So hopefully this time it's in focus. Last time it wasn't in focus. So I do want to mention that I really tried to show you favorites that I've liked all throughout the year and not just recently. So like Naked 3 is not going to be in this even though I'm obsessed with it right now. I've only had it for a few weeks. So I really tried to remember all my favorites from the whole year, and I'm gonna try to go through this pretty quickly so it's not like 30 minutes long. So the first thing is my favorite primer, and this is still my tried and true. It's the Benefit Professional. It fills in pores. It has such a wonderful texture to it. It smells nice. I know that's kind of weird for a primer to smell nice, but I feel like it does. And it makes every foundation I put on top of it look flawless. It doesn't, because usually if I don't use this, my pore area right here on my nose, I have larger pores there, and foundation can tend to sink into my pores, and this helps to eliminate that from happening. So still my holy grail. I've repurchased this, and I'm pretty much going to use it the rest of my life probably, unless I find something even more magical. The next is the Hourglass Primer, and this is the Mineral Veil Primer. This is a sample size, but I had to mention this because I feel like this is an amazing primer as well. It really reduces redness. It has more of a lotion-y feel to it, so it doesn't even feel like silicone-y primer, but really does help to mattify and makes my foundation last beautifully as well. I have three foundations I want to mention. First of all is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. My shade is in Light 48. I absolutely adore this foundation. I do not know what took me so long to try this. I think I was a little bit scared of how full coverage it was, but I end up using about half a pump, and I dot it in the four corners of my face, and then I use my Beauty Blender, which is also my favorite tool of the year. I can't even say, words cannot even express how amazing this tool is. I use it to blend my foundation and concealer, and I use it every single day no matter what foundation I'm using. But these two together is magic. That's what I have on my face today. It gives me such full coverage, it stays all day, and it leaves me super matte and flawless. I feel like it's very porcelain doll foundation, and every time I wear this, I'm asked every single day at Sephora what I'm wearing on my face, and I always say it's Kat Von D. It's so awesome, and I have really been using this, and it doesn't even look like it at all because you don't need that much unless you have maybe a scar area or something that needs more coverage. But amazing, amazing foundation. The next is a drugstore favorite, and this is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1. I'm in shade 825. This has SPF 20. It's super matte. It has great coverage. The best foundation at the drugstore I've ever tried in my life. I actually have 3 shades of this because I was a little bit darker in the summer, and I'm about halfway done with this bottle. It's all day flawless. It really is, and it's great coverage, and if you're oily skin type, you will love this because this lasted me throughout the summer when it was 100 degrees and over here in Arizona. It's the only foundation I'll use from the drugstore, that's for sure. And my last favorite is the CC Cream. It's from Rachel K. I have a full review on this and some of their other products that I'll link down below, and that will go in more detail. But I just have to mention this because I think it's really beautiful finish. It doesn't give you a ton of coverage. I will say that this gives me such a beautiful complexion if I use it on its own or if I use it as a primer underneath another foundation. It always looks so beautiful, and I feel like it kind of gives me more of a natural glow, but it's matte. It's kind of like a satin matte because it's not all the way matte because it's so moisturizing, and it has so many great properties to it. I don't want to go too in depth with that though. Just check out the link if you're interested, but amazing CC cream, and I've tried so many BB and CC creams, but that's my favorite from the year. Next is concealer. The one I'm wearing today and the one that I've been wearing for months now is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla Light No. 2. This has a doe foot applicator, And really all I have to do is sweep a little bit in the corner. It's so highly pigmented and such great coverage, you don't need very much of it. I feel like this is gonna last me for another 6 months. And I use my beauty blender and I just kind of pat it around my eye. Amazing, doesn't crease, gives me great coverage, and has more of like a brightness under the eye, which I always need under my eye. So love this. And this has not really been talked about on YouTube very much, but this is the Miracle Skin Transformer Treat and Conceal. This stuff is so beautiful. I'm in the shade Light, and again, you don't need very much of this, just a small amount. It has more of a silky, almost silicone feel to it, so it fills in any underlines that you would have under your eye, and you can use this all over the face. I use it under my eye because it's a little bit lighter and it just gives me a flawless under eye. So for powder, my first favorite of the year I don't currently have on me. I already used it up, and it would be the Benefit Hello Flawless powder. I think that powder is so beautiful. It's a very finely milled powder. It's very soft. It gives great coverage and it doesn't look super powdery, and I just think it's gorgeous. The only problem is I seem to go through it pretty quickly, but I still would repurchase it over and over. My next favorite is my Hourglass Ambient powders. These are absolutely stunning. I can't say enough about them. I talked them to death this year. My favorite is the Diffuse Light, and I have a full size of that, and this was the holiday limited edition palette, and I broke it, but I'm still using it. So that's what it looks like. And this one has more of a yellow tint to it. I use it to set my under eye concealer. It gives such a beautiful airbrush look to your skin, and it gives you a glow without being shimmery. The Diffuse Light does. There are a few that have a little bit more shimmer in it, like this one here. But they're absolutely stunning for setting your foundation or for highlights, if you're looking for more of that subtle glow to the skin. I can't say enough about these. Even though they're expensive, they're worth it, and they last a long time because that Diffuse Light, I haven't even hit pan, and I use it every single day. Next is my bronzer favorite. So the first is a semi-newer favorite. I've been using it for a couple months now. It's the NARS Laguna, and this is a deluxe sample size I had gotten in a 500-point perk. You can tell that I've majorly hit pan because I absolutely adore it, and I do have it on today as my contour. There is a slight shimmer to this, but it's mostly kind of a glow. It's not any kind of glitter, chunky glitter. This is another one just like the Kat Von D that I heard raved about on YouTube, but I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna like that. It just didn't look magical to me in the pan. But once I use this, I know why everyone raves about it now. It is so, so beautiful. It's the perfect shade for me for my contour, and I think it looks so natural, and I would definitely repurchase this once this little mini is gone, so definitely amazing. I really liked the Buxom bronzers that came out this year as well. This is the darker shade in Maldives, but I also finished up a deluxe sample size of the lighter shade, which is Tahiti, and I like that one better for right now because this is pretty deep, has more of a red tone, undertone to it. They both smell like coconuts. It smells so good because it's infused with coconut oil, and they do have a slight shimmer to them as well, but I used it in my contour and it gave me a gorgeous kind of J-Lo glow every day. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm all about my glowy products. So absolutely adore this bronzer. I would definitely try it if you haven't already. But I probably would suggest the Tahiti over the Maldives. These are my blush favorites. The first is the Rockateur Benefit Blush. This came out a few months ago. I think it was more summertime that it came out. And I've used it so much already, and it's more of like a rose goldy tone, and I love anything rose gold. I love the packaging. I love the brush that it comes with. It's actually a pretty soft brush. It has that amazing kind of rosy smell to it. And it's just this gorgeous glowy blush. I have it on today, and it really goes with so many different looks. That's probably why I gravitated towards it so much this year. And probably this one and Coralista would be the two blushes I would suggest if you're wanting to try a Benefit blush. The next is a Cargo blush, and this one is in the color Prague. And I feel like this one is just such an easy one to wear with a smoky eye, and I've really been reaching towards this more fall winter. And it's a matte blush, and it has more of a mauve-y tone to it. I will swatch this one because see how like it's subtle, but it's just gorgeous on the skin. I feel like it looks better on skin than in the pan, and it's just the perfect natural blush. And I actually got this off Outlook.com, so they have Cargo all the time, so definitely check for Cargo there. And I also heard that Kohl's is having Cargo sold there now. Next is my favorite highlights. So the first is a tried and true that I use the entire year religiously, and it's the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Redhead. This was a limited edition one. I'm so sorry to mention a limited edition one, but it's just really true that I use this the most, so I had to show you it. So this is what it looks like. And as you can see, this side has much more of a dip in it. I'm even surprised I haven't hit pan on this. This side is just a gorgeous champagne glow to the skin. I do sometimes use the pink as a glowy blush. Oh my gosh, it's so soft and so beautiful. And it's not super powdery. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. Every time I worn this, I've also gotten people asking me, what do I have as my highlight? I absolutely adore that. This is a newer favorite, but I've also used it for a couple months now, and it's the Smashbox Highlights in Shimmer. Again, another product I can't believe it took me so long to try or figure out that it was so amazing, but Jaclyn Hill here on YouTube spoke about this at a tutorial, and it looks so stunning on her. I had to go and try it, and it is absolutely stunning. So in the pan, it doesn't look as amazing as it does on the cheeks. I have it on. Do you see that? Look at that. That's my highlight today. I'm using this. A little goes a long way too. And this one has more of a pinky, pale, almost white. See how this is more champagne? This has more of that pinky tone to it. It's so, so beautiful. Absolutely obsessed with it. And I feel like this is going to last me an eternity because a little goes a long way. Is my favorite brow product, and that would be hands down the Benefit Gimme Brow. This came out this year. It's a small little applicator, very reminiscent of the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. And it actually has little fibers that kind of cling to your brow hairs when you groom it through and gives you that defined brow. So I am wearing this today along with a little bit of brow powder to just give a teeny bit more definition, but this is my go-to every single day. I'll use this on its own when I'm just running out the door, or if I want more defined look, I do use a little bit of powder with it, but it lasts me all day. If I feel that it's waterproof, even though it's not marketed as so, because it did last me in the summer. It's more of like a gel fiber formula, and it does come in 2 shades. I'm in medium deep. There is a lighter version. Absolutely adore it. I do also love the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in medium ash or brunette. That's what fits me the best, and those are amazing as well. I just ran out of them. Next is my favorite eyeshadow palettes. But I have to say, even though I'm going to show you some palettes right now that I adore this year, I do feel like I reached for my single shadows more. The Naked palette. I have to mention this just because this is the one I gravitate towards when I'm not thinking of a specific look and I just want like a quick everyday look. This is my baby. I love it so much. And then, this is kind of a cheat, but my MAC palette is my other favorite. And I just have really been gravitating towards my MAC palette, especially Cork, which is this matte brown, Embark, which is this gorgeous red tone, deep brown, matte brown. And then I also love Shroom, which is this one here, which is more of a shimmery highlight shade. And Naked Lunch, which is my like tried and true, probably my all-time favorite. MAC shadow, because I've actually repurchased that before. So absolutely been reaching for that all year long. Then I have some single shadows I'm going to share with you. The first is the Outrageous Prism Chrome Sephora shadow, and these are still on sale at my Sephora in the sale bins, and they might still be online as well. These are amazing quality, beautiful packaging, like beautiful design, and they're super pigmented. Like look at that. This one is the metallic taupe. Oh my lord, so gorgeous on the lid. Has like a metallic sheen to them, and there's so many beautiful colors. I have definitely been reaching for those a lot, especially the summer when they first were on sale. And then 2 Urban Decay shadows that I reached for a lot. I love the Free Love shade, and I did a tutorial with this, my glowy eye tutorial. I wore it all summer in my crease to give a slight glow to the eye. That's it right there. At first I was like, it was kind of an experiment for me. I'm like, do I really want to put an orange shade on my lid? But it was absolutely stunning. So if you want to check out that tutorial, I'll link it down below. I've also been loving their new moon shadows. These were released this year, but my favorite is the Diamond Dog shadow. Absolutely stunning. In pan, it almost looks wet. And you can use these dry or wet, but I suggest them dry because they look just as if you had used them wet. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. It gives any neutral eye a little bit of pizzazz, and it looks like you used a pigment without the mess. So I absolutely love these for layering my shadows. And last but not least, this one is a little bit newer of a favorite. It's the Jane Shadows. I especially love this one in clay. It is a matte shadow. So the only negative I would say is the packaging's a little bit hard to open, and they are a little bit powdery, but they have such great pigmentation and they blend beautifully. And so this is the color Clay, and I've been using this a ton in my crease ever since I purchased it. And they're very inexpensive. You can find them at Ulta. Absolutely love these. Okay, next are my liner favorites. I'm going to first start off with a drugstore. This is the Rimmel Scandalous Eyeliner in Nude. I love this. It's so creamy, absolutely wonderful staying power. I use this in my waterline. I use it on the bottom of my brows to define my brow shape. They're amazing. And so my next favorite is the Marc Jacobs liners. These are amazing staying power and amazing pigmentation, and they glide beautifully. I also like that they are retractable. You just turn the side here. This again was a 100-point perk from Sephora, so they are bigger than this. But look how nice and black that is. And it's one of the only ones that will stay in my waterline. I also used this today to line my upper waterline. So I absolutely love these, and probably one of the only things that I adore from the Marc Jacobs line. A lot of the other products, I just wasn't impressed by the quality when it comes to it supposedly being high-end. I feel like a lot of things are dupable from that collection, and that's why you haven't seen me talk about that collection very much. For a liquid liner, I've been loving the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the color Trooper, which is black. I love the tip of this liner. It's very fine points, and it really allows me to get that nice cat eye, nice sharp cat eye, and it just glides right over my shadow. I sometimes have a problem with liquid liners catching the shadow and kind of skipping, if that makes sense, and it's not smooth. I really do like the Stila liquid liner as well as Say All Day liners. However, the tip of that kind of starts to bend as you use it. This one doesn't, so I feel like this one is even better. And this is the nice black line it gives. I've had this for months and months, and it's still going strong. Next is favorite mascara. First of all, it will be my CoverGirl Lash Blast, which I ran out of again. I always repurchase that, and it's my tried and true drugstore mascara. I've also been really loving the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It came out fall of this year, and I'm wearing it today. I really feel like it gives my lashes such great drama and fullness, and more of a volumizing mascara. I do like to layer this with more lengthening mascara as well, but the wand itself is more of an hourglass shape, so it hugs your lashes beautifully, and it can get a little bit clumpy on the brush, but I just kind of scrape it off a teeny bit, and it's been working wonderful for me. The packaging is gorgeous. I love this sleek metal pink tube, and it has kind of some weight to it as well. So for a high-end mascara, I really like this. For my favorite lip liner of the year, I have to give a shout out to my MAC Boldly Bare. If you watch my vlogs, you heard me say that I was wearing this lip liner almost every day, because I usually lean towards more nude or pink lips, and this works perfectly with both. So it's kind of a little stub right now, but I'm going to do a little swatch of it for you. And as you can see, it has more of that mauve-y, brownish pink tone to it. It's not all the way nude, and it's not all the way pink. So it looks more like my lip color, and that's why it just works so well for me. So I definitely love this. For lipsticks, I'm going to mention a drugstore favorite and a high-end. So the drugstore favorite of the year, and I feel like a lot of people here on YouTube are forgetting to mention these on their favorites, because I know everyone was raving about these in the summer, and that's the Maybelline Vivid Lipsticks. They were super popular this year, and for good reason. They are amazing pigmentation, such gorgeous vibrant colors, and they last wonderful on the lips, and the packaging is really cool. I just love the packaging and how they look. So I have 6 colors, but probably the ones I wore the most are Brazen Berry, which I wore on a recent video. It's just this gorgeous plummy purple. Looks like that. It's a very wearable purple in my opinion. And then also Pink Pop would definitely be the second favorite that I wore the most. And this is kind of a violet toned bright pink. These are stunning, and I absolutely recommend them. You can usually get them on sale too, like 40% off or buy one get one. 50% off or something like that. So definitely check these out for the summer. And my next lipstick favorite are the Urban Decay lipsticks. I have 3 of these. I absolutely adore them. They're amazing quality and definitely worth the price point. The packaging is luxurious. I love it. I love the formula of this lipstick. It's so creamy. Like, just swatching it right now, look at how much pigmentation is just from that one swatch. Super, super creamy, long lasting, and like I said, very pigmented. This color right here is Turn On, which is a beautiful everyday pink. I also like the color Naked, which is a nude color, and F-Bomb, which is a really pretty blue toned red. And I wore that a lot this holiday season. My last favorite are lip glosses, and I'm a lip girl. Lip gloss is a staple in my collection. And the one that I'm almost out of, I'm so sad, is the Buxom Full Body Lip Gloss. I think that's what it's called. Pretty sure, but these are the cream lip glosses from them, and this is in White Russian. Everyone talks about this one because it really is worth the hype. It looks so beautiful over nude lipsticks, pink lipsticks, on its own. It has that very creamy, milky look to it, so it makes your lips look super sultry and sexy and gives you a little bit of plump. I love the smell of them. It has like a vanilla latte scent in my opinion, but on the lips it feels cooling and minty. And I had to mention the Chanel Glossomer. I am wearing it on my lips right now, and this is in shade 169. It's the perfect red with a little bit of pink, fine glitter. It's not really glitter, it's more of like a sheen. It kind of has that quality where as it hits the light, you'll see different reflections of pink in it. It's absolutely stunning. It's so pigmented. I'm wearing this on its own, not with any lipstick, and I honestly have never worn it with another lipstick, but I'm sure it would be just as gorgeous. But look at that. Absolutely stunning. So that is all for my 2013 beauty favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you again in the new year. If you have any requests or any comments on what you would like to see in the new year, I would really love for you to put that down below for me. And I hope you have a very safe and wonderful new year. Bye guys.